and it's great to be here at Merck for the week. So I'm James Roberts. I'm at GSK in Collegeville, Pennsylvania, at the Upper Providence site, and I'm also the business product owner for the ontology piece of the framework. And Janet asked me to just kind of like bring us back to focus on what is it that we can do today, right, with the products that have been released. So ADF was released back in June. The ontologies are going to be released at the end of this month. And so I think you've seen a lot of examples today of how you can use, the ontologies by themselves. You can use the ADF by themselves, by itself. And soon, you'll be able to use both of them together with the ADM, with the data model. So what you can do today, maybe just I'll ask a question. How many people here work in a regulated environment where maybe QA or compliance or GMP quality or data integrity is important? Oh, wow. Okay, almost everybody. So data integrity is sort of baked into the format itself. So this was mentioned a couple of times this morning, and I just kind of wanted to raise the visibility of it. So the ADF file has a built-in audit trail so that if changes are made to the file, that's automatically captured. And there's also this technical feature called a checksum, where if anything in the file changes, it can be detected automatically by a piece of software. So these features were baked into the product with data integrity in mind. So some things you can do is take your data files that you have today, store them in ADF, use it as a container, and send it to your data archiving system. So Corey at Genentech has done something like this if you want to speak to him about it. And Paul Jones, where's Paul? There's Paul, has done some really neat stuff with Bruker NMR data to basically put the proprietary Bruker file formats in the data package, as well as NMR data into the data cube. And then as time goes on, you can simply update those ADFs with new ontologies and data models as those data models become available. So you can really improve your data integrity today. The next thing you can do is start your digital transformation, right? So connecting the ontologies to your systems. Drop-down list like what we saw from Gene and the work they're doing at Amgen. This fixes the pesky typing problem, right? So that we get consistent, standardized data. And then finally, you can really accelerate your digital transformation. And this is, I think, my favorite part of the whole piece. We've really, that's when we started on this path a few years ago. We didn't expect the community that we have today. We've got really close working relationships at a very technical level and now at a strategic level that I've never seen before. I don't think anybody maybe really has. And so we've had hackathons. We've got people writing code, sharing code together, sharing small little helper apps, right, to just build a community. And so when we get questions like, well, when is Technique X coming along, or when can I do that? The answer is jump in, contribute. This is a really fun thing to work on. So maybe I'll do another raise your hand question. How many people are, I mean, I know you guys are chemists, but how many people are like techie sort of code level kind of people? Okay. And how many are analytical chemists or people who want to work with data better? Some of you raised your hand twice. Okay. And so how many people are managers of teams? Okay. So we need help and support from all of you. So if you're a manager of people who can do hands-on work, they need your support. If you're interested in technical work, this is a fun project. You get to work with people outside your company. You get to learn, do some professional development, go give talks, go to conferences, whatever. But you get to learn a lot of new things. Like this, the ontology stuff, it's fascinating. It's a lot of fun. So that's the sales pitch. Jump in and help out and get started on your digital transformation. So I think that maybe sets us up for a breakout session where we're going to
we're going to have an introduction to the breakout.
An introduction to the breakout, and then Gene had a question.
Did you just say ontologies are fun?
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, I've got the book in my bag. There's a book. No, there's a book. No, it's not called that.
Right.
Yeah. That's a good idea. It's called Building Ontologies with Basic Formal Ontology. So you've heard the BFO acronym around. This is sort of the upper level ontology that we're aligning to. and it's written by some philosophers. And I read the book. It's cover to cover. It's an outstanding book. It's kind of a slog to get through the first chapter, really hard. I actually found out after I read the book that there's YouTube videos out there. And I should have watched those first, I think, but, oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, so there's the book. So this will really kind of give you an understanding of what these ontologies can do and why we're using them and why we're kind of taking the approach we're taking. So.